In today's Tech in 10, Kelly and I will be sharing 2 resources that you can use as part of your virtual classroom or as a resource to offer parents. I'll be kicking it off by talking about IXL. I loved using IXL with my middle school students, and I know you will love using it with your students too. The website is easy to find and remember. It's just IXL.com. If your district doesn't already have a subscription, they're offering 30 days free to support educators during this time. While there's so much IXL has to offer, we're going to keep it simple and short and cover 3 things: creating rosters, finding practice sets, and looking at the analytics. Once you're at IXL.com, if your district or school doesn't already have an account, you can go ahead and sign up by clicking For Educators. This will prompt you to make your account, and IXL will email you your password to get logged in. If you already have an account, go ahead and put in your credentials and sign in. The first thing that we're going to talk about is how to create your rosters. If you click the drop-down arrow next to your name, you'll notice there's a spot for the roster. If you click there, it'll bring you into where your student list will be. If your school or district already has accounts, they might have already linked this up with your student SIS, such as Power School, and is already taken care of for you. If not, you have a couple of different options. You can import students either from a Excel or CSV file. You can import them from your Google Classroom. So if you're already using that and you have your kids in, that's a really great feature. Or you can import them yourself by clicking Add Students. Just keep in mind, if you don't have a PII policy with IXL, you're going to want to protect student information, so you might want to use generic usernames as you upload those students in. You can also organize by class. You can add more classes by clicking Add a Class, or if you need to go in and change class names, you can click Manage Classes. Another thing here that I want to point out is that there's a printable or downloadable version of a letter to the parents about IXL, as well as printing or emailing students their username and password. So great resources for getting the information out there, what IXL is if your parents haven't used this year yet, as well as a way for you to keep track of the usernames and passwords. Now that you've got your students uploaded or imported or however you made your list, let's go ahead and take a look at the Learning tab so you can see the problem sets that you can have your students working on. Notice across the top that they are organized out by subject or even standards set by your state in your profile, or you can scroll down and see by grade level within a subject. So let's pretend that I am teaching a 5th grade lesson on the coordinate plane. I can click into 5th grade math and find the skills that I want my students to work on. I can simply star them so that on their profile it will show up as favorited items that their teacher wants them to complete. Or I can just go on my LMS and make an announcement that says, I would like you to complete 5th grade math, U coordinate plane 1, 2, 3, and 4. Totally up to you and how you trained your students to do that or how you want to train them to do that. And a new thing or new-ish thing that IXL offers now too is skill plans. If you click in there, they have tons of different textbooks and curriculums where they've actually laid out what problem sets match certain topics or units, or for example, Eureka, the module and topic. So it kind of takes the guesswork out of it for you as the teacher. I really, really, really like this one. So let's go click into a problem set just so you can take a look at what it looks like for the students when they work. You'll notice that they have the ability to learn with an example if they need some help, or they can bump down to some foundational skills if they feel like they're not ready for the task that they're being asked. On this one, it's a fill in the blank. Sometimes it's multiple choice. Just for time's sake, I'm going to type in a random number. I know this is completely incorrect, and I'm going to go ahead and click submit. When they get it incorrect, if they get it incorrect, I love that it goes through and steps them through how to solve it and shows them what they should be doing. If there's a certain algorithm or rule that goes along with it, it will explain that to them there as well. Once they've looked at that, they can hit got it and they're ready to answer another question. Usually it'll bump the skill down a little bit if they got it wrong, and if they get it right, it'll kind of increase the intensity, so to say, of the problem. On the side over here, you'll notice the questions answered, the elapsed time, and then the SMART score. The SMART score is the level you want them to achieve before they move on to the next skill. It doesn't always have to be 100. You can set it to whatever you feel is appropriate for the skill level they're working on. Last thing I want to show you is this audio clip. I've turned this on in my profile settings. If you scroll to the bottom, extend audio support is what you're looking for. This is a great feature for students who need to read aloud or students who are too young to be able to actually read the question, so they can do this unassisted by using the audio feature. The last thing I want to show you for you to be aware of is the analytics feature in IXL. This allows you to see all the data about what your students have been doing while working in IXL. I like to use the student option when I'm looking at the data and refine these different options up at the top, as well as look by particular student to see what they have done so I can keep an eye on them and offer them any help. Tons more you can do in the analytics, but short and sweet for now. Passing it on to you, Kelly.
Thanks, Meg. All right, so we have another great resource for your students while they are at home. This resource is for both parents and teachers to use. My daughter's teacher has done this resource with her class all year, and my daughter absolutely loves it. This website is called Prodigy. Think of Prodigy as math homework disguised as a video game. Basically, to win challenges, your child must answer correctly math questions. The more they play, the more they learn. Whether your child is outpacing the class or needs more practice, Prodigy automatically tailors math content to your child's specific needs, grades 1st through 8th. Usually, there is a free and a paid premium membership for Prodigy. However, they are offering all of the features of a paid account in the free version during this time. So if you are a parent at home, you can create a free parent account at any time, and it will always be free. With your new account, you will be able to track your child's progress and development as they learn and progress. You can also set learning goals and send in-game rewards to challenge and motivate your child. So let's check it out. The website is prodigygame.com. So from here, you can create your free account. You can also sign in with a Google account as well. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my daughter's account. And so from here, I will go to Next, and I will click on her school account. So as you can see, this kind of gives you some background information. And then I can see any of her friends if they were playing at the same time. Your character settings are here at the bottom. So if I click on the backpack, here is where I can change my outfit and change my little character. I can also earn pets, and they join my team. If I click on the map at the bottom, this is where I can view all of the worlds. So from here, I'm going to head to the beach and see what challenges are there. So from here, I'm going to follow the arrows to find an animal to battle for. I will choose my power and then start the math battle. Each of the problems will have a speaker at the top left corner that will read the problem aloud to you. When starting your first problem, you will notice a few tools at the top right. You can use the colored pencils to work out the problem. You will also see that if you click on the 9 squares at the top right, this will give you different tools such as counters, base blocks, and even fraction bars. Once you answer the question, you will click on Cast Spell at the bottom right corner. After the battle, you will earn battle stars and can even rescue the pets to join your team. My daughter absolutely loves this and asks to play it all the time. It truly is learning that feels like a game. So I hope you check this resource out and your children enjoy playing it too. Until next time.